Beagles and Bobbles. It's me, Lori, from Southern California, coming to you today to talk to you about knitting and what I've been currently up to. I hope you all had a nice Easter. We went on one little trip camping with the family to a little town that's close to our home in the mountains and just camped for a night, and then we went fishing the next day, which was amazing. So, let's see, I have a couple finished objects. First of all, I finished another Musselburghhat. I made this in Drops Fable, and the bottom is alpaca silk, and this yarn comes from a place in El Cajon, California called a Simpler Time yarn, and they raise their own alpacas and make their yarn there at their place, at their mill. And it's a wonderful yarn. I love it. It's so soft. I also finished my little bag, my little crochet bag. This is a pattern found on Yarnspirations, and it is exactly what it's called there, my little crochet bag. You have to get a yarn zipper, and I got this at Joann's before they went out of business. This is a bigger size. I ended up getting a 22 inch as well. This is like a 12 inch or something. I can't remember the exact size they call for. Definitely half the size of this one in my hand, which would make a gigantic bag. So you get the yarn zipper. The pattern's free on Yarnspirations, and the yarn that I used, it's very affordable. It's peaches and cream, and I got this at Walmart. This is like $2-3 a ball. This stuff is awesome, and it took me like a ball and a half, maybe. Yeah, I think, or just maybe almost a ball. Like, it was so cheap. So yeah, that was a fun little project. I've never made like a purse before, so that was fun. What else I've been working on here? I've been working on the City tank top by Tori Yu. This is a picture of it here. I can show you that. It's using fingering weight yarn, which is taking me a while. Also, it's kind of complicated compared to like the other tank tops I've made before. She has a lot of like knitting behind, what do they call it? Let's see, purl one through the back loop and knitting through the back loop. So it's definitely taking a while to grow here. It starts out by a provisional cast on, which I've been knitting for like 8 years, and I think I've only done a provisional cast on like one time. It looks like it's turning out pretty well. She has you start here with the provisional, and then it's like growing, because as you get down into this area, after you're done making this part, you're adding a couple stitches each row, and then it's just getting wider and wider. And then at this point, she said to like put it on hold, and then I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna pick up the provisional cast on stitches, which I had the hardest time. As you can see on this side, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pick these up. This is the other side, and I just put them on a stitch marker because what I did wrong, and just so you know, if you're gonna make this pattern, I wouldn't make the same mistake, is I did not use a different yarn color when I did the provisional cast on. So I was like just kind of messing around with this last night. Obviously it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I could barely see because this is light pink. This is my avocado dyed yarn that I hand dyed from the Knit Picks yarn I got. So if you're gonna make this pattern, do not do the provisional in the same color as the yarn you're using, because it made it so hard for me to see the stitches. I'm hoping I can save it today when I'm fresh and go in and pick those up or add some stitches or something, because I've made quite a bit of progress on this to like start over. Otherwise I'm gonna start over. But so yeah, so after you pick up those provisional cast on stitches, then you're supposed to start working on the back, and then I think you'll just do the body and the round and continue on downwards. So yeah, I've been working on that by Tori. Also, I've had a couple acquisitions here. I got this yarn, A Walk with Buddy, and this is by Steam Cocaine. And I was really excited to get a hold of this because the profits of this goes towards a surgery for her dog. And I'm not sure if she still has this available, but that's her dog Buddy there. And that just really sunk on my heart that I had to participate in this nonprofit for Buddy to go towards his surgery. I walk my dogs just about every day, and I love walking my dogs. It's very good for their mental health. Also, I got a skein of yarn from Fiber Tales, and she's in Denmark, and she was selling, she said she had some left over when she did one of her YouTubes, and I've been listening to her for a while on YouTube, and so I thought, oh, I'm going to get onto that. Well, I've never tried any yarn from Denmark, and it definitely has like the lanolin feel on it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it or not. It feels pretty scratchy, but I was really excited to get a hold of this, so I'm not sure what I'll be able to make out of this. It looks like a pretty big skein. Like, hopefully I could make a shirt, but then it's like, I don't know if I could tolerate the yarn. It is definitely pretty scratchy. Maybe like a vest or something like that, but we'll see. Maybe it will soften up after I wash it. Also, I made these shorts a few months ago. These are the saltwater, and they're by Charlie Darwin. She has her own website. They're made out of linen. They do tend to get a little bit wrinkly, but they're quite cute on, and I have worn them several times. I have another bit of fabric that I bought of linen that I'm going to make another pair, and her fabric is so, her pattern is so customizable. You can see this cute little stripe on it, and it's like a white and denim color on there of the linen. I'm gonna pair this with this cute little top I got from Old Navy, and look how sweet the two of these will look together. I'm really excited about this. If I can get this out for you. See this cute little ruffling, and then the ruching on the front. I think that'll be so sweet. So I'm excited about making those. I'd like to get those made this weekend if I can. Take a little sip of my tea. I'm drinking Zen tea by Tazo. This is a good one. This is a mug I got from my mother that has moths on it. I got it for my birthday a few years ago. Okay, and another thing that I have on my list that I want to make is the Getty tea, and I just bought this week by Tanis Lavelle. She just came out with this pattern, and I think it's super fun because it combines crochet. You make some crochet granny squares on the shoulders and then knitting for a V-neck style shirt. So I think that is quite fun, and I'm going to make that. Gosh, I was thinking maybe this yarn, A Walk with Buddy, would be fun because it's so multicolored to make my little squares. And then I'll use some of my alpaca silk that I got from A Simpler Time because I got some white and I still have more of the brown. We'll see. So, let's see. I've been working on my garden quite a bit, getting my seeds going to plant. My husband he and I have been working together on making a new garden top for our garden because last year our garden got quite a bit of rats that were eating like everything. Like right when I put my seeds in, they would just totally annihilate the whole plant and just take it out. So we've been buying the metal screening, and he bought some wood and he has it all framed out, so we just have to finish making the doors on it. And then my seeds are doing nice. I'll put a little video in of my plants as they're coming up and enjoying this weather as we're getting thick into spring. And it was warming up, and now it's cooled off quite a bit. I hope that you are enjoying my recipes I've been putting on YouTube. I definitely do a lot of cooking. I have 4 kids, so every night I like to make a home-cooked meal just about, and then I like to pair it with my sourdough bread. On the weekend, I like to make my sourdough pizza. We've really been getting into that since 2020 I've been making the sourdough, so we've really been enjoying that. We make it a lot for the kids' lunches. Lately, I've even been getting into making water kefir, and it's a delicious drink that it's a nice like pick me up in the afternoon or the evening. Instead of having a glass of wine, you could have a glass of water kefir, and that's really fun and healthy for your gut health. And I've been making my own yogurt, which is quite easy to do. There's this website called Farmhouse on Boone, and she has a lot of information on there about sourdough and about making your own yogurt. And my family has gotten into making a lot of parfaits, so we go through quite a bit of yogurt. And I was noticing that the ingredients on the yogurt containers are quite bad. So making your own yogurt, you can control the ingredients, and you get like 3 times as much as you would from just buying the little containers at the store. So that's been fun, and I hope you guys take care. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. Okay. What are you doing? Huh? Kitty cat? What are you doing with my yarn? Huh? What? These babies, they're just hanging out. Look at this. Look at my other ones. They're just snoozing. Whoop. They're just snoozing.